Okay. Um, Hi everyone. A very good evening and welcome to the Flipside webinar series, a panel discussion on sharing lessons from books we have read. My name is Shanasa. I'm the vice chairperson for Pick a Book Junior's Caramel Pumpkin Club and also your moderator this evening. Before I introduce our wonderful panelists, let me first tell you a little bit about Pick a Book. They, Pick a Book is a global movement for readers. They say the best way to learn is to teach somebody. We encourage the reading habit by getting all participants to select a book, read, and research on it thoroughly, and present a summary which also helps to hone his or her public speaking, communication, and presentation skills. By doing this, Pick a Book not only inculcates the habit of reading, but also helps to impart a wealth of knowledge. From my perspective of joining Pick a Book, I have noticed my public speaking skills have improved tremendously. Also, I am a more confident person. I get to share my knowledge on books with like minded people and inspire them. We have quite an interesting session lined up. The books being discussed today are The Giraffe, the Pelly and Me, and Geronimo Stilton, The Valley of the Giant Skeletons. Without further ado, let me introduce you to our amazing panelists for today. Our first panelist is M.A. Yunus. He studies at Lyceum International School and he loves reading books. He's also the digital coordinator of Pick a Book Junior's Elegance Club. Our next panelist is Aisha. She's 10 years old and studies at Methodist College. She too loves to read books. She's a member of the Caramel Pumpkin Junior Club. Welcome Yunus and Aisha to this Flipside session.
Welcome.
Okay, now let's dive right into the questions. The first question is for Yunus. So Yunus, Elizabeth Adami is a very popular children's author. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Geronimo Stilton is an Italian children's book series written by Elisabetta Adami. The books are intended for readers in the 8 to 12-year-old range. Elisabetta Adami is an Italian author that currently resides in Italy. She is the author of Geronimo Stilton series and best-selling children's book. She enjoys traveling the world seeking ideas for her series.
Okay. So thank you, Yunus, for that. Okay, Aisha, this next question is for you. Roald Dahl is another author who is loved by millions of kids around the world. Can you tell us a little bit about Roald Dahl?
About the author. Roald Dahl was a spy, a chocolate historian, and a medical inventor. At the age of 27, Roald Dahl wrote his first book called The Gremlins in 1943. He was born in September 13, 1960. He has also written the book Matilda, Ezia Trot, Magic Finger, and the Witches.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. So Roald Dahl was actually a spy in the World War II, which I found pretty awesome. And he also invented 250 words. That is so cool. Okay, so Eunice, the second question is for you. Who are the main characters in Geronimo Stilton, The Valley of the Giant Skeletons?
Geronimo Stilton, the publisher of the Rodent Gazette. He wears glasses in the book series but no glasses in the television series. Geronimo has a love of knowledge and sense of ethics and morals. But despite this, he is a bit lonely. He leads one of the most successful publication groups in the world. They are Stilton, Geronimo's younger sister, and the special correspondent of the Rodent Gazette. They love Benjamin and Geronimo and exploring for an article in the Rodent Gazette. They is always ready to jump into action. She also drives a motorcycle and a helicopter, while she portrayed as brave and adventurous. She is often reckless and often gets into trouble while researching for stories. Track student Geronimo's cousin. He travels a lot with Geronimo. He when he when he is called up. Track is a joker and loves to play tricks on others, especially Geronimo, who is considered to be gullible. Still, he has a big heart and does not play jokes to be mean. He is also easily frightened. He often is mentioned as a chief. Benjamin Stilton, Geronimo and Thea's nephew, who loves to often come along with Geronimo on his adventures. Geronimo is very fond of him.
Okay, thank you, Eunice. My favorite character from Geronimo Stilton would have to be Trap Stilton because he is portrayed as a very humorous character in the story, so I really like him. Okay, Ayesha, this next question is for you. So, who are the main characters in The Giraffe, the Pelly, and Me?
Billy. He is the main character of the story, a young boy who dreams of owning his own sweet shop. He meets the animals from the leaderless window cleaning company by chance and begins to work for them, resulting in many adventures. Giraffe. One third of the leaderless window cleaning company. He is also known as the Geranius giraffe. This is because the only thing he eats is pink and purple tinkle tinkle tree flowers. He is stated to have a magical neck. Pelican. One third of the leaderless window cleaning company. He is also simply known as Pearly. He complains about the taste of the fish in London and complains of not being able to eat salmon. He is stated to have flexible upper beak. Monkey. One third of the leaderless window cleaning company. He is also known as the dancing monkey. He complains about the taste of the food in London and complains of not being able to eat walnuts. The cobra. He is a criminal and is known as being one of the most dangerous cat burglars. He attempts to steal the jewels at the Duke of Hampshire's house, but is caught by Billy and the members of the leaderless window cleaning company.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. Honestly, these characters have very interesting personalities, which will be very funny to read in the book. So, Eunice, this next question is for you. Could you tell us a little bit about this book and the storyline of it?
Valley of Giant Skeleton is about Geronimo and his family journey to Mongolia to find dinosaur bones. Track shows Geronimo a map and tells him that it was their great uncle. The map says that there is a treasure in Mongolia. The next day, the trip to Mongolia begins. Geronimo gets an invitation to ride in a car of a complete strange and agrees. A few days later, after resting for a night under the stars, the family awakens and finds the guide of the trip gone, along with the car, the map, and the food supply. Geronimo, Thea, Fred, and Benjamin starts out on food and ends up caught in a sandstorm. The two young Mongolian mice are heading home, and here the call students call for help. The mice take them to their homes where the students meet the parents of the two young mice. The family nourishes the students. Geronimo tells the parents about the map and asks if they know where the valley of the giant skeleton is. Sadly, they don't. Benjamin paints the map the best he can from memory. The family then recognizes the valley of the giant skeleton and takes children there. Geronimo is left to guard the bones. They find the valley. Geronimo is attacked by the impostor and that has been following them to Mongolia so she can make money off the bones. The man who drove the children to the desert and then deserted them is the panther of the impostor, Shadow. The book ends with the bones being donated to the Museum of the Natural History. There is a special plaque put up for great uncle Valley Stilton.
Okay, thank you, Eunice, for that very descriptive information about the book. And I find this very interesting. And did you know that the first dinosaur egg ever discovered was found in Mongolia? I find this really cool because this story was set in Mongolia. Okay, Aisha, I have the third question for you. So I have personally read this book and I really enjoyed it. So could you tell the audience a little summary about this?
I was standing across the road gazing at the wonderful building when suddenly an enormous baka came sailing out through one of the second floor windows. Just imagine a little boy, a giraffe, and a pelican coming to clean your windows. Why use a ladder and bucket when a giraffe and a pelican will do? Together with their best friend Billy, they will come up against the cobra, the cleverest and most dangerous cat burglar in the world.
Okay, so wow, that was a very adventurous description, and I can't wait for all of you all to read this book. And so Yunus, this is your fourth question. So there are so many lessons to be learned from this book. So Yunus, could you tell us what you learned from this book?
You should not you should not cheat others.
Okay. Yes, you should not never cheat and you should always be brave in a time of um yes, you should always be brave. Okay, so Aisha, this fourth question is for you. So meeting a giraffe, a monkey, and a pelican can be quite interesting. So could you tell us what you learned from this book?
If you help others, Someone else will help you or the same person can help you in back. You should be happy with what you have.
Okay, Aisha, thank you. And those are very valuable lessons. We should always be grateful for what we have as well. Okay, everyone. Thank you to our amazing panelists, Yunus and Aisha, for sharing valuable insights from two very interesting books. I would also like to thank our audience for their support and positive feedback on today's Flipside session. So if any of the audience have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Okay, so once again, let me give a quick brief on what Pick a Book is. So Pick a Book is a global reading movement, and we encourage people to read by getting all participants to select a book, read, and research on it thoroughly and present a summary, which also helps to hone his or her public speaking, communication, and presentation skills. By doing this, Pick a Book not only inculcates the habit of reading, but also helps to impart a wealth of knowledge. If you would like to know more about Pick a Book, please visit www.pickabook.club or contact us on 077 554 8283. Thank you everyone for joining in. My name is Shanasa, and it was a pleasure moderating this amazing session. Good night and happy reading.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be in this participating in this session. Thank you and good night for all the audience.